Hello and welcome back to the Nasty Metal Project channel here at YouTube, and welcome to another EP review. Now, for today's Wednesday review goes to, of course, a EP from, of course, a band called Couple Skate, and the EP is titled Tales from the Corpse, and it was released on March 30th of 2015. Though according to Discogs, they also seem to list the day of or the month of November. That could have also been the month for the physical release, and the band on their Bandcamp page must be again the month date for the digital release. So, Couple Skate again was not familiar with this band. I mean, looking up their information, these guys actually are a grindcore band and are based out of Lima, Ohio. Though I didn't really check to see on when they were formed. But at this point, isn't really that much really much of useful information, other than it's just interesting facts for at least those who are very new to me, just like I am new to these guys. And how I was new to these guys? Well, other than Paul of Doomsday's Today Records. And if you didn't see my last Unearthed Mail video, they had where I had received that package, of course, or at least one of the last packages I had received from Paul of Doomsday's Today Records. Well, this was in there. And given the fact that when it comes to stuff that he sends me that is from other labels, that was the stuff that was sent to him, that he sends to me, it gives me the impression that this is stuff I have to review. Even if this wasn't something I was supposed to review, still, I am here reviewing anyways. And also, it should be a given fact that some of the labels that are at least one of the labels that was a part of releasing this. I mean, this was released through various different labels. I mean, if you look at the back of this, of the back cover here, there are so many different labels here. It's ridiculous. And a lot of them are very underground, obscure record labels. And one of them I am very familiar with. That's, of course, is Barf Bag Records, who, of course, definitely has done some, I believe, have done some business with, for sure, with Paul of Doomsday Today Records. Hell, when I received my package from Jim Harris of Silent Storm, he had sent me a sticker for, of course, Barf Bad Records. And, of course, again, they were a part of releasing this EP from, of course, of Couple Skate. Without there, do I have to really go any other different information other than they have one full-length album that was released in 2013. And since then, again, they were a part of various different split releases. And of course, they got very different EP releases. And this is actually their second EP. So, is that everything that I have, at least when it comes to the information? Is that all the information that I at least have here? You know what? That is all the information there. So without further ado, let me just get into the actual review here. So, without further ado, again, let's get into the review for Tales from the Corpse. Alright, so Tales from the Corpse, again, the second EP from, of course, Ohio-based grindcore band, Couple Skate. Now, for this EP, of course, again, as you have seen, I had shown, it was pressed onto 7-inch. And, of course, another very interesting factoid here is that it plays at 33 RPM. Well, that's normally that's a kind of a, though that seems to be more of the norm for a lot of more modern day 7-inch releases. Everything is played at 33 1/3 instead of just being played at 45. Alright, so without that, let's definitely also go through a lot of the track listing here. Again, this actually, again, for a 7-inch release, given normally it's very short. However, again, given that these guys play their definitely a very cool form of grindcore, this, of course, consists of 11 songs And of course, the time length for a lot of these songs are not very long to begin with. I mean, most of these don't even break the fucking 3-minute mark. The longest here is probably the third track here, which is it Excision, actually. Excision of Mandatory Organs, and literally, it's the longest song here, and it clocks in at 2 minutes here. Basically 2 minutes, and that's about it. But without that, I should definitely start listing off all the songs, at least, all these 11 tracks here and the names for them for this review. Alright, again, 11 songs here, so here we have, again, songs such as track number 1, Hydrogen Peroxide Colonoscopy. Track number 2 being Blowing Your Nose with Hemorrhoidal Tissue. Track number 3 being, again, Excision of Mandatory Organs. Track number 4 being My Soccer Leg. Track number 5 being Hack Slash Repeat. Track number 5 being Elephant Tits of the Ego. Yes, actually, I think I pretty much spelled that correctly. That is how it's spelled. I almost was about to elephant tits or whatever, but it's actually Elephant Tits. Yeah. And of course, track number 7 being Abracadaver. Track number 8 being Agonizing Eruption of All Orifices. And track number 9 being Blood Transfusion Confusion. Track number 10 being A Corpse is a Corpse. Of course, of course. And track number 11. And of course, it's the final track here, Tapeworm Tear. And for these 11 songs, and combining these 11 songs together, it basically all clocks in at 11 minutes and 47 seconds. So definitely, this is definitely not a very long release. And of course, I mean, it's pressed on a 7-inch record, alright? When you're pressing stuff on 7-inch, you only can fill up that very small time space there. But this is definitely, when it comes to at least the whole the whole styling of this band, and the really, I guess, to sum it up their sound, it basically is freaking raw, guttural, just freaking pus-infected grindcore is the best way I can sum it up. Couple skate here, just some raw, guttural stuff here, and that's the best way I can really consume it. I mean, all of this stuff just goes by freaking fast. Even with some of the intros that they tend to use on some of these, it doesn't even break a dent in the time length of this. Doesn't even hinder any of the length. It's just fast. It's raw. It's completely. It's definitely what you come to the norm of modern day grindcore. That is for sure. Definitely, again, with some of the death metal leanings to some of it, but goddamn, this is just fast, raw, pus-infected grindcore. All right. As far as standout tracks for me, there's actually about 2 standout songs for me. That's, of course, is actually mostly 2 songs from the second side here. Again, would be the B-side. That, of course, is Abracadaver and, of course, Blood Transfusion Confusion. One of the reasons why Abracadaver sticks out at me is that, since I think I have first played this side at the wrong speed, actually, and I had to give this EP a second listen because I was playing this at the wrong speed. Again, you're not supposed to play this at 45, even though it's 7-inch. You're not supposed to play this at 45. Like I said, it's supposed to be at 33 1/3. So I basically had to re-listen to at least this EP on the correct speed. And here in the intro, I finally was able to make out the intro. It's actually none other than the Crypt Keeper from, of course, Tales from the Crypt, though I don't know what episode this intro is taken from. I don't even know if it's actually taken from any of the Tales from the Crypt movies, but I can tell it's, of course, none other than the iconic Crypt Keeper, which is, for me, that's a fucking A+, though. If you're going to use any intro, might as well be none other than the Crypt Keeper, okay? That is an A+ for me, so definitely that's one of my standout tracks here. And, of course, I love the groove and everything of course, Blood Transfusion Confusion. Just definitely one of my highlights for this one. So, in total here, again, this 11-track EP from this band. Again, very new to these guys. This is definitely, again, some really cool fucking grindcore here. And so, I'm actually going to give this a rating, and my rating is actually a 8.10 out of 10. Actually, it's a very cool EP from these guys. So again, if you're like this kind of grindcore and stuff like that, you really dig this kind of stuff, I'll definitely leave you a link to, of course, their Bandcamp page where you can check these guys out. So, without that, definitely, again, leaving that in the description box. With that, I hope y'all enjoyed. This is Every Thrash Sam out, and I'll see y'all later. Take care, everyone.